Hello everyone, and welcome to Linux Forensics here at Pentester Academy. In this video, I wanted to run the xingyi root shell program through GDB, just to kind of give you a feel for how that goes. So let's go ahead and load it up. As always, we will set our disassembly flavor. We will set a breakpoint in main, and we will run the program. Now we're going to pretend that we don't know that this needs a command line argument, and we're going to pretend we didn't learn other things that we learned in our static analysis. I just wanted to show you, if you missed something, how could you still figure it out later if you got to running a program in a sandbox like this. So if I disassemble, I can see I'm right here just inside the main function, and it's going to call malloc soon. Then it's going to load a couple of values, call print, and let's see what comes after that. And then we're going to do a string compare. So let's go ahead and set a breakpoint on the line right before the call to string compare. So we'll just say break 0x400A67. And we're going to do it right this time by putting the star in there first. We'll say continue. So now we should be just before that string compare. And again, we remind ourselves, what are the parameters? Here, it's using RSI and RDI as parameters for this comparison. And the return value is going to be in EAX. So a natural question you might ask yourself is, what is in RSI and RDI? Well, presumably they're both strings, so let's try to look at them. And sure enough, what do we find here in the first parameter? We find hard-coded this string. So what does this tell us? This tells us, if we didn't already know it, I realize we do because of some static analysis that we did previously and some work with strings, etc., we could pretty quickly figure out the password for this program. Now, of course, if I look at RDI, it's null. And why is that null? It's null because I did not pass in this password. So if I continue, this program's going to exit, and it's going to complain as well. And here you have it. Wrong password, and it exited normally. So how can I fix that? Well, that's pretty easy. I'll just rerun it. I hit my breakpoint. I will re-examine. Actually, before I do that, I will continue to the next breakpoint. And now if I re-examine RSI, still Swordman, and RDI is now also Swordman. So this is the command line parameter that was passed in for the password. If you trace through some of the things that came before this call, you'll see that printf was used to copy that command line parameter in, and that's what's going on in this program. So here we are now. This test will succeed, and this will allow us to continue through our program. So let's go ahead and just step through. We've made it here to the next line. Let's step again. And here we go. So we've made it past that test because we entered the correct password this time. And now we made it through to the end of our program. So that was pretty simple. Again, feel free to explore some of these binaries yourself. Have a look. I think that you'll learn a lot more if you do go through the GDB course and perhaps one of the shell scripting and assembly courses at Pentester Academy, and then kind of go through some of this malware yourself. And that'll be far more beneficial to you than watching me trace through one of these programs. Well, that's all for this video. As always, if you're enjoying these videos here at Pentester Academy, please tell a friend. We'll see you soon.